Hello, everyone. This is Pat Rainville, and welcome to my channel. I'm a life coach, and I also do spiritually based life coach. I do spiritual, intuitive teaching and coaching, and as well as if you've been watching me for a while, I do oracle card readings. I've done them on this channel many times, and I wanted to come back on today. I haven't been on in quite some time, but I wanted to come back on today, and I actually felt a little prompted to come on today to talk about working with Archangel Michael. And I feel that there is a definite push for to make people aware of working with his angelic energy at this time. I worked with him a lot in this past week. I know today's the 20th, but all through last week, there was a lot of emotional energy around. We had the full moon. We were just weeks off those horrible shootings that happened in Texas. And there was a lot of emotional energy around, a lot of reactive energy, a lot of fear-based energy. And I was feeling it myself. I had a lot of anxiety at the beginning of the week, but I was reminded, because of my own spiritual practices that I've been doing for years, to work with Archangel Michael and some of the techniques that you can do with him that help to clear your energies of fear. Because when we're in our fear-based place, our heart and our mind are tied up in that. And we also can become reactive, and it becomes very difficult to think clearly about things. So, working with Archangel Michael to clear out your energy, to shore up your strength and courage, and to protect you is very important, I think, at this time. And so I wanted to share about that. And coincidentally, at the end of this past week, it was probably as we got to the end of the week, I also noticed that there were other intuitives that I watch, psychics and intuitives that I watch on YouTube, who also had Archangel Michael come through with some of the video blogs and posts that they made. So Archangel Michael is around, and he's working through people. And I think to help to get the word out, to work with him, because Archangel Michael helps to lift and remove the effects of fear, and he is very protective. And there's a need for that now. You can work with him individually and collectively. So I know when I worked with him last week, using these same techniques that I'm going to talk about with you today, it helped me to feel better, because I was feeling a lot of anxiety at the beginning of the week. And I couldn't quite get to the root of it, but something helped me to remember that I'm like, you know what? There's a lot of fear in the world right now. And as an empath, and to all of us out there who are empaths, we're tuned into it and we're feeling it. And you kind of sometimes wonder if it's something in your personal life that going on, that you have this underlying anxiety. But oftentimes it's that we're picking up on the collective fear and anxiety that's out there in the world right now. Because with the internet and social media, things that go on in other places get broadcast worldwide. The whole world knows about what's going on, the tragedies that happen in different places. So anyways, Archangel Michael is a very strong and powerful archangel to work with. And as I mentioned a moment ago, he can help to lift and remove the effects of fear. So the way we start working with Archangel Michael is first to invoke him, to call in his energies, ask him to be here and present with you now. Take a quiet moment, set some time aside, a few minutes, to just sit quietly and call in, Archangel Michael, please be here and present with me now. Archangels aren't limited by time or space, and they have the ability to be with everyone who calls on them simultaneously. And so one of the things we can do after calling in Archangel Michael, he's always depicted with a sword of light. And that sword of light is used to cut away cords and ties of fear and negativity, lower energies, essentially, that may be around. Because sometimes when people have fear-based thoughts about you, whether they're jealous or angry or what have you, and they send that your way, it's they project it onto you, and that can sit in your energy field sometimes. So with Archangel Michael, what we do when we get quiet and call him in, we simply picture him with his sword of light, and we ask him to cut away all those fears, all those cords of fear and worry. And I know there's a friend of mine who I worked with recently, and she asked me specifically to do a recording of this because she liked the wording and the way I had phrased it. And so I would just ask Archangel Michael, please be here and present with me now, and to please cut away any cords of fear that may be attached to me that might be draining my energies in any way. And then I would just take a nice deep breath and maybe visualize him with his sword of light, cutting away those fear energies from you. If you're a little bit clairvoyant, you can visually picture him doing this, or you might get an image in your own mind's eye of him doing this. You might also see the color of his energy, which is a beautiful, like cobalt blue, sort of borderline amethyst, that blue amethyst color. And so we've asked him to cut the cords of fear that may be attached to us, draining our energies in any way. And then you take a nice deep breath and relax and allow Michael to work with your energy. Breathing and focusing on your breath allows you to receive. And angels also work with you through the oxygen molecules that you inhale. You know, inhalation is about inspiration. So take a nice deep breath. And next, we may ask Michael we can actually picture him as having a little vacuum attachment. And we can ask him to vacuum away any negative psychic debris and to escort away any negative lower energies or entities that may be anywhere around us or in the room that we're in, and to clear away the residual energies from other people, places, and situations from around us. And then again, take another nice deep breath. And you can, in your mind's eye, picture Michael vacuuming all through your energy field, from the crown of your head down through your shoulders and your body. And sometimes, you might be able to see that there's like a little bit of goop coming away. I mean, if you can't see that, if you're not a visual person, that's certainly okay. It doesn't mean that it's not happening. The most important thing is to really just relax and breathe and allow him to work with your energies. And finally, what we can do is ask Archangel Michael to lift and remove what we call swords, knives, daggers, arrows. And I don't want you to think this is, it's kind of weird sounding, but it's really just that if people have a really angry or negative thought about you, which, let's face it, there's groups of people who have a lot of that going on right now. It can show up in your energy field as daggers, as sharp implements. We've all heard that expression of being stabbed in the back by somebody. Well, energetically, metaphorically, it shows up in an energy field as kind of like a dagger. So we ask Archangel Michael to remove those, to lift and remove any swords, knives, daggers, or arrows from anywhere around us in our energy field. And then after we've cleared all that out and had a few nice deep breaths, we can ask Archangel Michael to shield and protect us. Okay. Now, before filming this video, I did pull out my old Archangel Michael deck and the Archangel deck. And these were done by Doreen Virtue, who I know, no longer, she's kind of negatively herself. So I've cleared these decks. She doesn't do this work anymore, and she no longer advocates using that, but that's a different path that she's gone down. I always felt that these decks were made in the when they were made in the interest of love and service. And they still carry that for me. And you always should clear whatever deck that you have anyways before you use it. So from the Archangel Michael deck, the card that I asked for a message for all of us, and the one that came out was your children are watched over by the angels. Okay. And I feel this is both our children here on earth who are still with us, those coming in, as well as those who have left. There's a lot of children that we've lost to shootings. And on the other side, they are being cared for and looked after. Their spirits, their souls are being looked after. And in this card, it says, "Dear guardian angels of my children, born and unborn, thank you for watching over my children and ensuring their happiness and safety. Please guide me so that I know the best ways to be a good parent and a role model for my own and other people's children." Now, we can work with because Archangel Michael is a protective angel. We can send him with our children when they go to school. We can ask the angels to surround and protect our schools. I know when my children were younger and I was, escorting them, watching them get on the bus, I would ask Archangel Michael and his band of mercy angels to surround and protect the bus and my kids during the school day. So we can do that as well, collectively. Archangel Michael can be worked with in a variety of ways. As I was pulling these cards today too, I was reminded that the angels and other higher beings are working with our leaders, to bring about some of the changes that are necessary in the way we have guns, handle guns, and the way our society is working in general. The other card that came out from the Archangel deck was the Archangel Ariel with this message of courage. Now, both Ariel and Michael are angels that you can call upon for courage if you're facing anything where you feel afraid. And you need either the courage to speak up or to go do something that needs to get done or is the right thing to do. Archangel Michael and Ariel can bolster your courage. And, if it's someone you're going to go talk to, they can help you find the right words. So I was reminded today or not reminded, but prompted today to come on and share about Archangel Michael because I think he's around and angels can't intervene unless we ask, but they can really provide a great deal of help and upliftment, and they can raise the energy. And so it's important that we remember that we can ask and work with them for protection, for our children, for ourselves, and to clear away. There's a lot of, humanity as a whole is going through a shift in consciousness. And if we think of our own personal growth path, anything that we've encountered that had, as we were going through our own personal growth transitions, it came as a result of challenges that we encountered, where we had to, transcend some aspect of ourself. And I guess what I'm trying to say is that, there's a lot of challenges that come along with personal and collective spiritual growth. And so the angels can help to work with us to face these changes courageously and to be able to step up the plate and do what we need to do, okay, or what we feel called to do. So anyways, thank you for watching today. I hope you found this helpful for you personally. If you did, please like and subscribe and let me know if you'd like to see some more of these. And I hope you have a safe and protected day. And I look forward to speaking with you again soon. Take care, everyone.